Hi Collective, welcome to the channel. I'm Crystal. Okay, so we're just gonna get started here. I've already tried to redo this a couple times. Okay, so first I'm gonna talk about like what I was getting today. All right, so it's kind of building off of this karma that is going on and playing out, as I know that all these cycles are closing out, right? We want to know, like, with these cycles closing out, because a lot of us have been like put into isolation, have been moved and things like that, so we fully don't see what's going on. So there's a lot that's been helping us in the collective, exposing and revealing a lot to us, the karma, right? And the things that are going on in the truth for us to be able to move on, right? So there's this big thing that has been coming out that I've been seeing in the collective about any of your family members or friends that were compromised, that were infiltrated, that were used against you, okay, by dark forces, the elite, the whatever. I don't even want to put all the labels out there to get this one flagged, right? But you know what I mean. So there's been a lot of like exposures, like literally for some it's like because they were not able to compromise you, they were not able to attach these entities to you, you got away, right? And it's like for some it's like as a last resort, kind of like what I've been seeing with like the devil revealing themselves to you. It's like for some of you literally like these family members or friends or whoever went against you, if they were approached by higher forces and literally offered like money or deals were made to come against you, like they're coming in confessing those things to you, that letting you know that literally like they were poached. Okay, now like you need to know that I know that we're finding it out in the collective. That's not happening for a lot of you. Like, you might never have your family literally come tell you that they've had people literally approach them. People in positions of power, whether this is the legal system, okay, corrupt lawyers, corrupt, you know what I mean, things like that, or because there's been a lot of shady dealings and a lot of things that have been done, or this is like officials, okay. I straight up know that I had investigators coming at me from out of state, like, you know what I mean? But like if you haven't physically seen that, because there's some of you like you were being monitored, some of you are on watch lists. Okay, I told you they know who the chosen are, and whether some of these people don't even realize that they're working for the dark forces, that they don't even realize that they're literally being dispatched, they're being used, right? And there's many ways that they can do that. They've set up many ways to use mind control and things like that. Like, look at the experiments that they did, literally. MK Ultra, like, how long ago were they doing that? And then look at, like, the advancements and what they've done with just, like, with the labs and the rats and stuff. Did everybody remember and hear about all the deers that all of a sudden were starting to do circles and things like that because of a parasite that was getting in? Those were all tests, okay? And literally, if you've been watching my channel for a little while or my Facebook, you know I've been talking heavily about the foods, right? And they can literally, these frequencies can literally go off within social media, within the phones, TVs, whatever, where they can literally at whim control whoever they need to. Not to mention the you know what I mean? But I've been talking a lot about like the vibrational frequencies and that have been going on. Like we've been trying to offset a lot of these things, right? But you have to have a clean vessel to stop a lot of these attacks and control. And then they've been upping things and doing more things with like the skies and with smoke and mirrors and that fog. Like don't even get me started on that, okay? All right, so let me bring this back, calm back down. Okay, so anyways, there's been a lot of corrupt, like, so that's what I mean. Some of these people do not even realize that they were poached. Some were very much willing, like, new. And for some of you, it's literally like your family members binding or ex-lovers. Have you ever had like exes that get together and literally are plotting and action and doing things, right? And doing things with like false allegations. I'm seeing a lot of stuff with like CPS, you know, allegations, things like that, trying to get in, right? There's just so much that's been infiltrated, right? But literally there's been some where there's been like exchanges of money, there's been offerings, there's been things, right? Kind of like I'm getting like informant. Like for some of you, straight up, like they've had like people in high positions that are literally like, well, if you go do this, you cause chaos and conflict and all of that. You stop them, like, because it's like for some, it's like they were using this is like the church, like everything. Like there's so many different things that are being exposed at this time, and like as it's not always revealed in a way that is literally like you're going to see the documents. Like for some of you, you're going to find out these forged documents. From you're going to find out about inheritance, because the chosen were there was a lot of things that were put in place. Like there was a lot of inheritances that were set up that the chosen were supposed to receive at certain times for their mission. A lot of those were stolen, were moved, were taken, or whatever. So there's a lot of exposure to, and there's things where there's been like hacks where accounts have been hacked, like false marriages, right, where people have been doing that to get money, like false tax claims, to life insurance policies being taken out without their will. Like literally, I watched my own family getting compromised. Like that's when I knew they were compromised, and they were trying to take out life insurance policies on me again, and literally like sending like people to the house trying to get me to sign these documents. Like it's just crazy, right? For some of you, you physically have had these people show up in your world or had these calls or whatever. For others of you, like that has not happened, right? Or but you're getting, it's like it's not for everybody, but it's for a lot of you. These things are being revealed. There's been a lot of hidden agendas, right? And there's been a lot that's been infiltrated, but you need to know that you need to just forgive it all. Just release and let it go. Like, even though I'm getting like a little bit angry, like, but do you see how I'm temperancing it out? Because it's done from higher forces, right? And it was all done to block, stop, destroy. All it did is delay. That's all it did, is delay. Okay? So, I mean, and what's sad though is that they were sabotaging a lot of our plans that we had. And literally, like I was talking about with the twin flames, like some of the twin flames were infiltrated, right? And that's why I said there's not even one divine union that is ongoing as twins, because there is no way they'd be able to sustain the attacks at this time. So everybody can go talk all they want. They're with their twins and these beautiful stories. Like, yeah, they're to come, but they ain't together yet right now. They're not. I mean, if they are, they're in height. They're not. Okay, because a lot of the twins were literally sabotaged. That's why there's been a lot of movements and a lot of changes, right? Like, isn't that, like, a lot of these people don't even realize that they're being used, right? And it's like, and what is the way that you infiltrate the easiest way to, like, infiltrate and turn somebody is, like, somebody that's very, very powerful. You approach them with an offer, and you make them kind of like smoke and mirrors, like, you know what? Like the person, like we have somebody that we have a job for you. So they're making some people feel like they're these undercover, or maybe offering like positions or money or whatever. Like if you stop this person from doing their work, if you do something to stop their business, right? And you do these things, you know what I mean? Well, but what they don't realize is that they were approaching some of the ones that were literally part of this. It's like, I don't feel like I'm maybe explaining this very well, because I'm trying to do it in a way that this is gonna upload. It's like for some, like the twins were like divine counterparts were like poached, and they were told that this person is evil. They're gonna come in. They're gonna pretend to be this way or whatever. So then it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll be a part of this. I'll take them down or whatever. And it's like some of these people are realizing, like, oh my God, like I don't know why I just heard smoke screened. I don't even know what that means. But somebody is realizing, or a lot of these people are going to realize, like, oh my gosh, like they used me to go against my own divine plan. Like I was part of that divine plan. Like they used me to sabotage my own like abundance, and like I was supposed to be a part of this. Like so much stuff is like being uncovered, and like I know like a lot of it's coming out because a lot of the enemies are getting scared of their karma. They're trying to reduce this as their way to try to, it's like if I come out and expose all of this now, then karma's not going to be as severe, because it's like that's their way of saying, like, I'm sorry, this is what I did. Do you know what I mean? Instead of divine. But there's just so much infiltration that has been done. Like it's just crazy. That's why I'm saying, like, there's so much that's been compromised. That's why, like, there's just so much, right? And even like some of the people that may have been like close to you and all of that and not turned against you could be getting turned against you now, because if they're being infiltrated by devices, signals, phones, things in the sky, things in the air, literally. So that's why like a lot of like the chosen have been told to isolate at this time. The spiritual community's been getting compromised, right? A lot of these destiny spots are filled. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you need to know this is not a time to give fear, even with all these exposures that are going out. Do not have fear. Faith over fear. Most High is coming in and justifying, rectifying, I heard, fixing all of the corruption. You just need to sit back and watch it. But for the chosen, like, you need to know that you need to, a lot of you need to be isolated at this time for your protection and for you to get your real downloads. So stop getting the downloads from the spiritual community and running with it. And I know, like, if you are and like you're getting something, but then go get your download, get your meditation yourself. Don't go looking for it through the spiritual community and putting a whole video together on it. That's what I'm getting at. I'm seeing so much. Like, I get it. We get excited because we find something out. And then especially when there's truth, right? Like I said, like, I've never talked about like me getting poached by the Illuminati. Literally, I have. Literally, they were trying to get me to use my powers in another way. They wanted me to create their movie. I was not ever going to compromise and use my gifts in a way to cause destruction. And this was 2 years ago. But I didn't go talking about it. There's so much stuff, right? Hopefully I didn't just flag me. 144, it was 11:44 on the clock when I said that. If you've been poached by these officials and literally, like, I was guided to like a house, right? Literally, where I knew that this was too easy, right? Like, why is it? Literally, I knew that they were watching there. I literally caught on to the vans that literally were circling the house, literally going outside to the, like, they very much have always been monitoring the chosen. So this message is going out for somebody, right? I know it's going to reach you. It needs to. You need to not get, because somebody out there's like bugging out because they're starting to release this. Calm down, okay? Like, you know, we are aligning. We're fully aware. I know it's like a lot to handle when you finally realize that, like, yeah, your life is like the Truman Show, okay? But like, it's okay. You know, and a lot of it is they're coming out with all of it. But remember, faith over fear. Divine is stepping in, okay? You think any of this was hidden from Most High? No. A lot of it's kind of like, let them do all their corruption. And there was a way to test people too. But what's sad is that, unfortunately, they took it too far. And manipulating our foods and and the air and just everything, where so many people are getting used and controlled that they're unaware. At this point, it's like, and that's why we've reached the end. That's why Most High is stepping in now, because it's not even a choice anymore of people's own minds. So don't have any hate for these people, and know that even if these people are coming out or whatever, like, you just still have to protect yourself, because until they're free of the entity attachments, until this is cleared, okay, they can be used against you, right? So they're going to be not themselves, right? And I gave a reading out there earlier, like, I literally, like, I literally got attacked, right? Because I called it out, and literally I seen the entity. It's one of the gifts that I have, is I can see entity attachments on people. It's how I use my gifts to extract entities out. But it's like I was trying to call out the entity and bait the entity, and it took over the vessel of my lover, and literally he attacked me. So, like, that's why I said, watch what you say at this time. This is not a time to fight this. It is a time to stand down. Literally. And I know it's really hard for his chosen ones, like, stand down against people. You need to focus on yourself, your healing. Let Most High handle it. We are aligning. We are rising. Okay, united we rise. So you, for the next steps, and for some of you, like, you're just being called to make these changes, just do them. You are going to get the next steps given to you, in isolation because it's compromising the spiritual community, and you got to get away from the electronics, okay? Because that's compromising it, and they're putting the frequencies and all of that out within our minds, right? But I'm going to put this is for the reading will go out there for YouTube reasons, entertainment purposes only. I need to say that, right? So it won't get flagged. You know, these are my thoughts. What am I? I'm just a girl here, right? With my small little channel. Which, you know, I've kept it that way for a reason. And I even thanked Most High in meditation earlier, because the attacks are coming through so heavy at me just with some of the things that I've been saying and posting on my Facebook. And I'm like, thank you so much for keeping me protected, because me taking on this much spiritual attack with the small channels that I have, I now know why I've been protected so much. And I know that my content reaches who it's needed to. My soul tribe, my soul family, 1600 on the clock as I say that. So you came in alignment with this reading hit home for you. You part of my tribe, you need to know that, okay? And for all of my enemies out there that are laughing and snickering and all of that, like, you control bosom entities. You can go heal yourself right now, because that's something I would not want to be controlled. If anybody's laughing at this reading right now, like, you need to go heal. This is my warning to you now, because you don't want to be controlled by these entities when they start to turn up that dial, baby. All right. Love and light to all of you. Bye, guys.